Dear students, a very good morning to all of you and welcome you for the subject Power Electronics bearing the subject code 18E53. Myself, Professor P. Venugopal, belonging to the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, is going to handle Power Electronics for the fifth semester for the academic year 2020-21. So let us see the syllabus outlook of this Power Electronics. This Power Electronics is an very essential and very important subject for both electrical and electronic engineering students as well as electronics and communication engineering students. And this is already found is a good place in the modern technology and important place in the modern technology, and it is used in variety of applications like heat controls, light controls, motor controls, power supplies, and etc. Let us see the syllabus overview of this subject 18E53. As you know, all the subjects which consist of the 5 modules, and we'll discuss so module by module. So first module, so what the syllabus present in the module 1. So in module 1 you are studying the introduction about the power electronics, means applications of the power electronics, types of the power electronic converters or the types of power electronic circuits, both are same, peripheral effects, characteristics and specification of the semiconductor switches. Next topic in the module 1 is that power diodes. Introduction about the power diode, diode characteristics, which means forward characteristics and reverse recovery characteristics. Power diode types: silicon carbide diodes, silicon carbide Schottky diodes, freewheeling diodes, and freewheeling diodes with the RL load. And next thing is that top diode rectifiers. Introduction about the diode rectifiers, diode circuits with DC source connected to R and the RL load, then single phase Fourier rectifiers with the RL load, single phase Fourier rectifiers with the RL load. And to understand the concepts and to understand the topics in the module 1, you need to refer textbook 1 and the reference book 1. So I will tell you so what textbook required and what reference book required to understand the topics in the power electronics at the end of this session. Second module. So second module deals with the power transistors. So introduction about the power transistor. Dear students, you studied already the ordinary transistors, ordinary diodes, ordinary devices you studied, but in the power electronics you are studying about the power devices which have the high ratings, means voltage, current and the power. All the ratings of the ratings of all the parameters are very high and in the power electronic systems. So power transistors, you are studying about 3 different types of the power transistors. One is power BJT, another is power MOSFET, and another is power IGBT. And you are studying the switching characteristics, steady state characteristics, switching characteristics in all the power transistors. And next topic is that MOSFET gate drives, BJT base drives you are studying. And next isolation of the gate and base drives. We are using different methods. One such method is that pulse transformer and half-tone couplers. So this is about the module 2. So to understand and you need to understand the concepts in the module 2, you need to study the textbook 1. Next is model 3. So model 3 discusses about thyristors. So the introduction about the thyristor. So thyristor, the most important and familiar type of thyristor is SCR. SCR is also called as thyristor. So in the model 3 you are studying about the thyristor characteristics, nothing but the SCR characteristics. And 2 transistor model of thyristor means 2 transistor model of SCR. Thyristor, as I told you already, thyristor is also called as SCR. Next is thyristor turn on or SCR turn, both are same. Thyristor turn off or SCR turn off, both are same. So next part of the model 3 is brief study on the thyristor types, series operation of thyristors, parallel operation of thyristor, di by dt protection, dv by dt protection, diodes, thyristor firing circuits, unijunction transistor. So you need to study the textbook 1, that is written by Muhammad Rashid. Next is model 4. So model 4, you are studying about the control rectifiers. Introduction about the control rectifiers. So far you understood what is rectifier, so what it converts. You know, rectifier converts AC to DC, but control rectifier which rectifies the AC voltage in the controlled manner. So that you are studying here. So introduction about the control rectifiers, single phase half wave circuit with RL load, single phase half wave circuit with RL load, and freewheeling diode, single phase half wave circuit with RL load, single phase full wave converters with RL load, single phase dual converters, principle of operation of the three phase dual converters. If you understand the single phase dual converter, then three phase dual converter is similar. Next part of the model 4 is AC voltage controllers. So in the model 4, you are studying the two types of power converters. One is AC to DC called as an rectifiers. Another is AC to AC called as an AC voltage controllers or cycloconverters. So AC second part of the model 4 is AC voltage controllers. So you are studying about the introduction about the AC voltage controllers, principle of phase control and integral cycle control, then single phase full wave controllers with resistive loads, and single phase full wave controllers with inductive loads, and three phase full wave converters. So you need to study, you need textbook 1 and reference book for this module. Next model is fifth module. So another two converters you are studying in the next module, that is DC to DC converters. So this is also called as choppers. So in the model 5, first part is DC to DC converters, and second part is inverters, which is nothing but DC to AC converters. In the first part, DC to DC converters, introduction about the DC to DC converters we are studying. And next thing is that types of choppers, means step down and step up choppers, principle of step down and step up choppers with the RL load you are studying in this model, in this part of the model. Then performance parameters, DC to DC converter classification. So the choppers can also be classified into 5 types based upon the quadrants of operation, that is Class A, Class B, Class C, Class D, and Class E operations, Class C choppers. So next part of the model 5 is DC to AC converters. So here introduction about DC to AC converters, nothing but inverters, principle of operation of single phase bridge inverters and three phase bridge inverters, and voltage control of single phase inverters, harmonic reductions, current source inverters. And you need the textbook 1 to study all these things in the model 5. So next is course outcomes. Dear students, so we are fixing some course outcomes for our student, for you people. So means what course outcomes? Course outcome means after the completion of the course, what you will be able to, what capable you are having after the completion of the course. So let us, I say here, so here I fixed on 5 course outcomes for this power electronics of 18EE53. So what is the first course outcome? So what you will be able to after completion of the course? After completion of the course, you will be able to give an overview of the applications of the power electronics. So we have plenty of applications of power electronics, but after the completion of the course, so you will be able to give an overview of the applications of the power electronics, and you'll find the different types of the power semiconductor devices and the switching characteristics. You can easily identify so what type of power semiconductor device it is. So by seeing the characteristics, you can judge or you can say what type of power semiconductor device it is. Power diode characteristics, types, their operations, and the effects of the power diodes on RL circuits. Second course outcome is that to explain the techniques for the design and analysis of the single phase diode rectifier circuits. So third is that to explain the different power transistors. As I told you, we have the 3 different power transistors here. One is power BJT, power MOSFET, and power IGBT. And you, after the completion of the course, you can explain the different power transistors, their steady state characteristics and the switching characteristics and their limitations. This is the third course outcome. Then what will be the fourth course outcome? Fourth course outcome is that you will be able to explain different types of thyristors. So we have different types of thyristors. SCR, next LASCR, then MCT, then RCT, then we have what is a triac, and these are the different types of thyristors. So I can easily explain different types of thyristors, their gate characteristics and their gate control requirements. The fifth course outcome is that you can explain the design analysis techniques, performance parameters and characteristics of control rectifiers, DC to DC converters, DC to AC converters and voltage controllers. So at the end of the course you can easily explain the design analysis techniques and performance parameters and characteristics of all the four different types of the power converters. And one more thing, dear students, you'll be having the power electronics lab in this semester, so you can understand much better so about the SCR, then all the four different types of power converters like AC to DC converters, AC to AC converters, DC to DC converters, and DC to AC converters. So the final thing is that it's a question paper pattern. What is the question paper pattern for this subject in the final external examination or final VT examination? The question paper will have 10 full questions. Each full question is for 20 marks. There will be 2 full questions with a maximum of 3 sub questions in one full question from each module. Each full question with sub questions will cover the contents under a module. Students will have to answer 5 full questions selecting one full question from each module. Finally, so we are moving on to the textbook and reference book. So which is the best textbook and what are the reference books for this subject? So textbook Power Electronics Circuits, Devices and Applications by Muhammad H. Rashid, Pearson Publications, 4th edition 2014. This is a very nice textbook for you people to understand the concepts in the power electronics. And reference books. So we have the 2 reference books here. One is Power Electronics by P.S. Bimra, Kana Publications, 5th edition 2012. Another is Power Electronics by Daniel W.H. Art, McGraw-Hill, 1st edition 2011. So thank you for watching this syllabus overview and also the course outcomes as well as the textbook and reference book.